Good day, viewers. Today we're going to learn how to find the value of the following non-rational numbers. Before we continue, if you enjoy our videos, please click on the subscribe button to subscribe for support. Thank you. Now, before we go into finding the value of the following non-rationals, it is important that we know the squares of some whole numbers. Say, for example, 1 to 30, and that is being displayed on the screen. We are going to be approaching this problem using two methods. First, we are going to be using the trial and error method, and then we use the long division method. For this video, we're going to use the trial and error method. In our next video, we apply the long division method. Now for number 1, by trial and error method. Root of what? 2. Now this number 2 is in between two perfect squares. The perfect square just before 2 is what? 1. And the perfect square just after 2 is what? 4. So 2 is in between 1 and 4. We have something like, we can write something like this. Hence, the square root of 1, right, must be less than what? The root of 2, less than what? Root of what? 4. And root of 1 is what? 1, less than root of 2, less than root of 4 is what? 2. What this means is the value of this non-rational number must be in between 1 and 2. Now we'll start our trial. Let us try 1.1. 1.1. 1.1 square. What is 1.1 square? 1.1 square is what? 11 square is 121. 1.1 times 1.1. 11 square is 121. So this is one decimal place, one decimal place. In total, 2 decimal places. You move backward twice, 1, 2. You have 1.21. 1.1 square is 1.21. You can see it's very close to what? The number 2. Okay, because what we are trying to do now is, since we know that the square root of this number is a number, so that we multiply them together to give you 2. Okay, so we are trying to get those we are trying to get the number which, when we multiply together, it will give us 2. So 1.1 square is 1.21. It's close to 2 but not 2. All right, so we'll try 1.2 now. 1.2 square. 1.2 times 1.2. 12 square is what? 144. So one decimal place, one decimal place. In total, 2 decimal places. Move backward twice. 1, 2 is 1.44. 1.44. Still close. So we prefer this to this now. This is closer to 2. Right? So let's continue. 1.3 square. 1.3 square is what? 13 square is what? 169. Okay? So 1.3 square is what? 1.69. So 1.69 is still closer to 2. Next, we'll try 1.4 square. 1.4 square. 14 square is 196. So 1.4 square is what? 1.96. Okay, it's close to this now. Next, we'll try 1.5 square. 1.15 square is 225. So 1.5 square is what? 2.25. So you can see this number is close to 2, and this number is just a bit more than what? 2. Hence, the root of 2 must be in between 1.4 and 1.5. 1.4 and what? 1.5. The root will be found in between these two numbers. All right. Now, between these values, let us find which one is closest to 2. We'll get that by finding the difference. 2.00 minus 1.96. This gives us what? This is 4, 0, 0.04. Okay. For this, 2.25 minus, this is bigger, so 2.25 minus 2.00. This gives us 0.25. You can see this number is farther than what? It's farther than this from 2. Right? So we'll take this as our what? Reference. Okay, so I've gotten the first two significant figures of our answer. Okay, so let us try to get the next significant figure. Okay, so we'll have try now 1.41. all right, let us try 1.41. 1.41 times 1.41234. 1.98. 1.9881. Very close to what? Very close to 2. Next, we'll try 1.42. 4, 16, 6 carry 1, 11, 13, 3 carry 1, 10, 0 carry 1, 2. Okay, so 1.42 square is what? 2.0364. All right, so it will now be in between what? 1.41 and what? 1.42. Okay, you find the difference. You find out that what? This is closest to root 2 more than this. All right, this is closest. So what we do now, the answer will be what? In 2 decimal place, root 2 now equals to what? 1.41. All right, but our answer should be we would like to leave our answer in 2 significant figure, and this will be equals to what now? 1.4. all right, to 2SF. That is it for root 2. Now let us obtain for root 3. Now for number 2, we have what? Root of 3. The perfect square just before 3 is what? 1. So 1 is less than 3, and the perfect square just after 3 is what? 4, less than 4. Meaning the root of 1 must be less than the root of what? 3, and also less than the root of what? 4. Root of 1 is 1, less than root of what? 3, less than what? Root of 4 is what? 2. So this value must be between 1 and what? 2. Now we'll start our trial. This time around, let's start from 1.5. 1.5 square. Right? 1.5 square equals what? 15 square is what? 225. 225. So 1.5 square is 2.25. It's very close to what? 3. Now let's go to 1.6 square. 1.6 square is what? 16 square is what? 256. So 1.6 square is 2.56. 2.56 is also close. We are getting closer. Now 1.7 square. 1.7 square, 17 square is 289. So 1.7 square is 2.89. All right, we are getting closer. Now we try 1.8 square. 18 square is what? 324. So 1.8 square is 3.24. So now we can see that this number is close to this, but this is more than this. So therefore root 3 must lie between 1.7 and 1.8. So we'll find by difference, right? We'll find the difference to know which one is closer to root 3. So 3.00 subtract 2.89, the difference. Borrow 1 from here, you have 2, 10, 9, 10. 10 minus 9, 1. 9 minus 8, 1. You have 0.11. Now for this, 3.24 minus 3.00, this equals what? 0.24. So this one is closer. Okay, so we'll take this as our reference. Now the next trial, we'll now try 1.71. Let me clean this part of the board. Okay, 1.71 square will give us what? 1.71 times 1.71. Because of time, I'll just paste the answer. So we have 2.9241. Okay, it's close, right? Next, we take 1.72 square. That's 1.72 times 1.72 to give us 2.9584. Next, you have is closed now. Let's try 1.73 square. That's 1.73 times 1.73. This will give us 2.9929. Very close. Let's take the next one, 1.74 square. This is 1.74 times 1.74. This will give us 3.0276. So if you observe, our target is just to get the first 2 significant figure, right? That's why we're going through this. Okay, so this is closer to this, this is more than this, so it will be in between this and this. Okay, so we have our 1.73 as the value in 2 decimal place. Okay, and this will give us what? 1. So therefore, say root of 3 is what? 1.7 to 2 significant figure. That is for root 3. Try out root 8. No, that's number 3. And let's discuss your answer in the comment section for our YouTube channel. Thank you for listening. It's bye for now.